We have finished the season with a scrappy 1-0 win. To be honest, I was going to call the last game. It didn't matter. It had no relevance. And I didn't want to put you through it because we're not very good. But we did scrape a 1-0 win with our goalkeeper getting man of the match. So you know what sort of game it was. Now, today, we begin the job hunt. I have already applied for the job. A job. Not the job. A job. And I'm not sure if the fans are going to like it. Greetings and salutations, my friends. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Sorry for lack of video. Busy couple of days. News soon. I hopefully will have news soon. Such a stressful thing. Okay, it was nice to win the last game. I'd already announced I was leaving at the end of the season. So I thought, start having a, look at jobs. It's probably going to be next season where jobs become available. But no. I have applied for the Club Bruges job. Now, if you're not aware, we share a stadium. It's going to be awkward. It's like breaking up with your girlfriend and then banging a sister. Essentially, we're still going to be in the same house. We're going to see each other regularly. It's not going to be good for anybody, but it's, it's Club Bruges and they're available. I've got to go for it, right? I've got to go for it. But in all honesty, this guy is a favourite. He's not amazing. So he's 3-star reputation. I think we're like, hello. And we're studying for our A, 3.5 stars. He is favourite. I have declared interest. Funny enough, the board didn't like me declaring interest in our rivals. But it is what it is. I've got to think about myself and my career. So we're going to hopefully get at least, if I don't get a job interview at least, then I'll be quite worried. But other than that, if that doesn't come up, then it'll probably be the start of next season. There might be some movements, also retirings and that sort of stuff. And if that doesn't work, then it's like, whatever it is, 8 games into a season where they start getting sacked and stuff. So fingers crossed for a Bruges interview. Club Bruges. Them ones. We do have a little, I just want to see, let's have a little guess. Initial budget, I can't remember the bank account. It's bad, wasn't it? So we were in the red. So I'm assuming it's little. I'm going to say 300k. 90 grand. A transfer budget, 166 grand. And 90 grand wages. Which I think it's a tiny increase, maybe. Yeah. We're 3 million in debt. It's a good time to leave. Let's move on. Hopefully, because I announced I'm leaving at the end of the season, I still get the end of season stuff, because that would be weird, but you never know with this game. To answer my question 30 seconds ago, no, we don't get an end of season stuff. We've just resigned on the 23rd of May. Good. Okay. The board would like to thank you for your service and wish you all the best in your future endeavours. Yeah, you're saying that now. I'm 62 years old. I'm turning into Roy Hodgson at this point. Okay. Yep. Okay. Oh, Callum once decided to follow. He's not bad. Right. We've had a few sackings. This guy's coming in. Wow. Damn. He's pretty good, isn't he? Hey, good luck, mate. Good luck. If you like no money, it's the place. It's the place to be. Right, I'll let you know if we get a job interview. I didn't get a job interview because I didn't make the most of my set pieces. Good. But my deep commitment towards signing first-team players no older than 23 would align well, but we didn't do enough of the corners. Seems maybe get an interview at least, I feel like. Okay, and we had to wait like 2 weeks for that, and then we know the season kicks off pretty quick. So that might... They didn't even give the job to somebody else. They just said, nah, mate, nah. Kind of want to go back to Circle Bruges and destroy them, but that would take 20 seasons and a millionaire owner. Okay, well, onwards and probably downwards now. The season is about to kick off, so there's no real jobs available, but I have been offered some international jobs. Ghana want me. Respect. Angola, South Africa, and Tanzania. No, don't even believe it. Go on. No. Welcome to day 2 of the job hunt. It's taken a while. Sorry for no video yesterday. There was literally nothing to show you. I could have had a little compilation of me waiting for the continue button to appear and then hitting the continue button again, which I did for about 14 and a half hours yesterday. We've done a whole season and a bit, which is fun. Oh, fun. But I will not give in. The only job, I've been offered a few random jobs, a couple of random internationals. I got offered a Marseille interview and the Chelsea interview. Chelsea must have, at this point in the future, just run out of all the managers. So, obviously, we turned them down. The only sort of job, there's like 6 or 7 teams that I'm interested in Belgium. The only job that became available, again, was Club Bruges. They turned me down for the interview, again. So they're dead to me. Even if they come crawling, offering me a job, I am going to turn them down. And whoever we do join, we will do our utmost to destroy them. Okay? They are my arch enemies now, and they can die in a fire. Right, onwards and upwards. Hopefully there's a video today. There's a chance, I guess a reasonable chance that this isn't even Tuesday's video. This might be Wednesday's video. Who knows? But I'm not giving up, and I've become very stubborn, and we're going to go again.
One eternity later.
Thank you all for coming. I've called this press conference today to announce my retirement from football. It's been a tricky last 9 years not having a job. I went through a couple of interviews in that time that just weren't right. But other than that, I just got turned down by pretty much every club imaginable. And I'm 73 years old now. And I think it's time to hang up my boots and call time on my career. Now, I just want to take a few questions before we finish up. So the floor is yours. No questions? None at all. All right. I'll just go. All right. Thanks. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to the year 2050. It's been an interesting time. I've got many a tale to tell. So as you know, as you last saw, I've had and still have a bit of a cold. So apologies for the lack of videos. But also, there was at least a week period where I was essentially going through 10 years of Football Manager. Remember the size of this database and how slow this game's run. It's about 80 hours-ish I've put into the game, just hitting continue. Now, first off, immediately, when I finished off at Circle Bruges, oh, by the way, just as a little, cherry on top added insult, just wait 1 second. This arrived in the post. My Circle Bruges hat. After I left the job. There's a bit of hole there. Yeah, so that's another. I had to get it especially. It's got my name on it. It says Loki on it. Oh, fun. Anyway, so I started looking for a job, and I thought we've done well. Our reputation is good. We know the language. Immediately within the first week, I got offered to interview for the Chelsea job. Now, whether I'm just a manager of such big stature that Chelsea were interested in me, or whether they just run out of managers to sack, I don't know. But that was a good sign. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the top 4 big jobs in Belgium. Let's have a look. Where are we? Let's just look at last season. Stages. So, first things first. the first job I thought I might get, I got an interview early on with Club Bruges, bearing in mind I was manager of Circle Bruges. Not going to go down well with the fans, but thought it might be funny, and I didn't have to move home. They decided that although I was good at managing young players and bringing them into the first team, the fact that I didn't fully concentrate on set pieces was the reason they didn't give me an interview. Okay, fine, whatever. So I'm looking at Bruges, Standard, Anderlecht, Ghent, all of those options. I don't mind being unemployed for a year. That's going to be fine. We'll just get on with it. All good. Apparently people don't get sacked in Belgium very much, because literally the only job after one entire year of those that became available was Club Bruges again. I applied. They didn't give me an interview. Okay. Done with them. They're dead to me. Okay. Another year and a half went by. I think one of these jobs became available, but I didn't make the short list. And then the Club Bruges job became available again. I applied for it. They offered me the interview. This is probably my mistake at this point. And they gave me an interview. But because I'm stubborn and they told me to fuck off the first couple of times, I was like, nah, you're right. Because, high horse, look, moral victory, etc. I don't know. Stupid. I didn't even get, I might not have even got the job. But okay, that's fine. So then it became a mission. It was like, all right, no, I'm not just going to take another job. These are the jobs I want. I don't mind. I'll take a look at a couple of others that are slightly down a little bit, like Union. If they'd had an okay budget sort of thing, that's fine. But so little jobs became available. Everyone on my Discord will tell you, because I used to sort of sit in my Discord on the voice chat. Just what I do is holiday 10 days, check jobs. Holiday 10 days. It became a running joke. Every day I'd log into Discord, they'd ask me if I'd got a job yet. So this went on 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Okay, I'm like, this is getting ridiculous now. So then I decided to add a few more nations. So I added Switzerland and Denmark. I'm like, okay, similar sort of thing. The top half sides, the decent sides in those divisions. As I got more desperate, I started applying at a wider range of clubs. Makes sense, right? But then I started getting turned down because of second division Danish sides weren't giving me interviews. I don't know whether it's because... Sorry, my croup is kicking in. I don't know if this is a game thing. I have no idea. I've never been unemployed for this long because I've got better things to do normally. But my reputation, I think, was 3.5 stars starting. It has dropped to 3, but maybe because I've been unemployed so long, I was just not getting any jobs. I would have to go bottom of the Danish second division at this point to get a job, sort of thing. And I was like, I feel like I could do better than that. But then there was an incident. So I went into my usual thing. Okay, cool. Go on holiday. Came back from holiday. Went to hit continue. And it was asking me for team selection. I'm like, why? I've not managed a team for years. Why is it asking me to pick a team? So I went on to my team selection screen. I never thought I'd say this in a sentence. I must have accidentally somehow become Saudi Arabia manager. Yeah. And you're probably thinking, how did you manage to accidentally manage a team? Because remember, this screen on the left is all the options, yeah? When you have a job, there's lots more options. It's quite clear. I don't know how. I have no idea how. I was going on holiday, but I wasn't applying for jobs or anything. I was just doing 10 days at a time, see what's available, apply for the ones that I liked, move on, etc., 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 right? Somehow, at some point in 2041... I'd taken the Saudi Arabian job, and because I was not hitting continue, I was just holidaying 10 days. It was just skipping any games that I was manager for, right? And for some reason, I didn't see all these options. It's probably because I'm so used to seeing those options, it didn't even twig in my brain until such point as I accidentally hit continue, and it asked me to pick a team. Now, the team it was asking me to pick for was the first game of the World Cup in 2042. So literally 10 minutes before the game, as soon as I realised, I instantly resigned. So I resigned 10 minutes before the World Cup kickoff, which is great. After being manager for 9 months having managed 4 friendlies, 3 draws and a loss. You can argue no wins, or you can say 1 defeat. But, yeah, so accidental manager of Saudi Arabia for 9 months. Quality. But, yeah, so overall, I've just failed to get any jobs. One of them, actually, for the first maybe 4 or 5 years, that I actually genuinely enjoyed was watching where are we? Cercle Bruges. Because, weirdly, unusually, this guy, Rick Ketting, has been in charge since I left. So many years now. And he's done really solid. They've become a solid... Look. 8th. Europe. 9th. 6th. 11th. Like, normally they fall apart when you leave the job. So it's been nice to see them doing well. But at this point in the save... as I seem to have been, I'm being essentially penalised for not having it, which is fair enough. That's realistic. I've not had a job for 8 years. That the game's like, okay, you kind of have to rebuild, start again. And obviously, you know, we're a month away, or a couple of weeks away from the beta of the new game. Then I don't want to have to start in the Danish 3rd division to try and climb my way back up. I feel like we're not going to see much done. So I've decided, which is fair enough because I am 73 years old at this point. I'm no Roy Hodgson. I can't keep going. To retire from this journeyman. Let's have a quick look. Excuse me. Sorry for the cough. Pure joy was indeed pure joy. Loved my time there. Corella, loved my time there. Really enjoyed this early days, right? Proxy work and then Al Ittihad. I've enjoyed all the clubs. What I should have done, I should have spent another season at Bruges. I think that was the key to it. I think we had two solid seasons. Maybe stayed there another year, or maybe just stayed there while applying for jobs. You know, because then I would have been out of a job for 11 years. Can't say much about how much I enjoyed Saudi Arabia. Didn't really turn up for work. But the good thing is, because at one point I was thinking, hang on, I've been out of work for like 11 years. I feel like I might be homeless at this point. But the fact I managed in Saudi Arabia for 9 months, I feel like tied me over monetarily wise. I think I would have been all good. So apologies that we're not ending on a triumphant level. It's probably the most Loki save in the world. Not only being out of a job in a giant database for 11 years of 80, 100 hours of hitting continue, also accidentally managing the Saudi Arabian national team. I don't think many people can compare to that. I don't think that's happened to many people. For 9 months! When I realised, I was like, oh wow, that's happened. Well, let me just resign. I was like, hang on, how long have I been manager? 9 months. 9 months. But there we go. Yeah. Not a ideal way to finish a journeyman, but kind of a funny way. I hope you all enjoyed it. It's the journey. That's what it's called, the journeyman. It's not called the destination man, is it? It's the journeyman, and that's the journey we took. But we will finish up for now. Obviously, even though saves are compatible in the next FM, I won't be carrying over the job search. I'll be 100 years old before I get a job. But there we go. We are done on the journeyman. Thank you to all those that have stuck with it and enjoyed it as always. I love the journeyman because random things happen. I didn't think a random thing would be 11 years without a job randomness, but it is the way it is. I love it. We'll do a fun save on. I've got lots of plans for the new FM. The new FM, if you haven't already, check out my videos on it. It looks surprisingly good. Let's hope all the stuff they said is going to be in the game is going to work and be good. But what they have promised is really good, and I'm very excited. The last couple of FMs, I've loved the last couple of FMs because I love FM, not because of the last couple of FMs, if you know what I mean. There's not been enough changes. So FM24 looks to have some really nice changes in it. FM25 is going to be a brand new engine, so the next couple of years is going to be really fun. I have lots of stuff planned for it. I have lots of big news. If you want to check the community posts on the YouTubes, you might see something there if you haven't seen it already. But I will make a special video. I want to sort of maybe do a stream about it and just talk about it and stuff. But yeah, lots going on at the moment. So expect lots of videos. There's more announcements. There's a gameplay reveal at some point this week as well for a Football Manager. So I'll be covering that as well. And then we'll be building up to FM24. Sorry if you wanted to see a spectacular Champions League winning ending, but then you're watching me. So why were you ever expecting that? Right, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. What the fucking... It's like 30 euros. 30 euros is that.